Oh, OBS just now reconnected. Okay. So we should be up and running again. Yeah. Alright, there we go. We're back on.
Okay.
Alright, now.
So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna kind of delete the first one and kind
Yeah,
of
we can do that later. But as I was trying to say, if Roman Reigns ends up winning this tribal combat match on January 6th and become the official head of the table, official tribal chief, winning back the Ulafala, whatever, however you want to put it, it's going to be the exact same thing it was for 3 years before this. He's going to have his bloodline. He's going to be running around trying to act like he owns the entire show when he shouldn't own shit. And from what you were saying, the rumors are that they're going to be splitting the two bloodlines because that's the only way they could coexist. The OGs taking Raw, the new bloodline taking SmackDown, whatever. But it's still going to be the same thing. So me personally, I don't understand why everyone is dick riding Roman so hard. Because he hasn't changed in the slightest. I mean, he's gotten a little bit better, I guess. Like he's, treating his family with some modicum of respect. But aside from that, it's the same shit that it was for 3 years. So that's just my humble ass opinion.
On that same path here, with the whole tribal combat thing, okay?
Mm-hmm.
This is where I have a problem. What Solo said last night, he said, you keep your bloodline in the back, I'll keep my bloodline in the back. Now, wait a minute. Hold on. If I remember correctly, and I could be wrong, didn't the last time they had the whole tribal combat thing, it was like, no holds barred, no disqualifications, no rules.
Oh, well, yeah.
So now suddenly we're wanting rules.
Well, no, that's what Roman even said. He said, he wants it to just be between the tribal chiefs. Leave the bloodlines behind and just have it be between the chiefs. But again, it is no DQ, but
look at who we're talking about.
Well, yeah.
Let's go down that road because that's not.
Oh, let's look at who we're talking about. Exactly. It's Roman Reigns and him.
And Solo Sikoa.
Yeah,
it's not going to end fair on either side.
No, that's not how they do things.
It's just going to matter of which one is going to pull the trigger first to cheat.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then, of course, you had Solo out there insulting the crowd and telling them that they all had better acknowledge him.
Which, once again, is just the exact same thing Roman Reigns was doing for like 3 years. So I really don't get what the dick riding is all about. Like, I wasn't even there. I didn't even watch wrestling back when Roman Reigns was running the show and being a giant dickhead to everybody. What? If you're happy and that seems like a... That seems... I don't even know where that came from.
Anyway. Then we had the 6-man tag... Or that turned into the 6-man tag match because...
Oh, excuse me. Because they all ran down to the ring. LA Knight, Andrade, and...
Yeah, because they started...
Yeah, and they started their fight, and they started their beef, and...
and Apollo.
Apollo.
Because they've been, complete... The new bloodline, for lack of anything, have been, complete douchebags to everybody. And, okay, I understand. Roman might have been a complete douchebag. Okay? But he never, did some of the crap that Solo is doing. The walking by and pushing people out of his way and...
Yeah, I guess so.
He might have been a douchebag at the time. Mm-hmm. Don't get me wrong.
He still is a douchebag.
But you get the point.
Yeah.
I don't remember him ever, being in airport security or whatever and... nudging.
Yeah, that was just completely unnecessary. Why are you guys beating up the security guards when they're trying to pat y'all down? They're literally just doing their job. Y'all are just
Apollo out of the way.
Yeah, y'all are just butthurt. Calm down. It's not that serious. Y'all are not that cool. But
so that's kind of what started the whole little 3-man. You had
Yeah,
Jacob
and then
Fatu. You had I can never remember the other one's name.
Tongaloa, yeah, or one of them.
And then Solo versus LA Knight, Andrade, and Apollo.
Yeah, and of course it never ends fair. But here's my question: why the fuck would they have Shinsuke? I know why he attacked LA Knight, but why did he attack LA Knight? LA Knight was not even thinking about Shinsuke Nakamura in that moment. He was dealing with his other business, and he already has the title. He just went down there to be a douchebag. And I guess that's like his character or whatever, but at the same time, it just felt so unnecessary. Like, they didn't need to do that to him.
And then you had what, Jay?
Yeah.
No, Jimmy. Jimmy's the one that got hurt.
Yeah, because Drew came down there and yapped his trap.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, if you go...
Drew McIntyre's just being Drew McIntyre again.
True. That's all he knows how to do. I mean, ever since he had his BS with CM Punk, it's just been...
He's been a train wreck.
Yeah, that's a nice way of putting it.
Yeah.
And then, of course, you had...
That probably sounds lovely.
Shinsuke attacked LA Knight, which caused
the Bloodline to win.
The Samoan Spike to Apollo.
Yeah.
Yeah, which, like I said, that was completely ridiculous.
Unnecessary.
Yeah. Then we went to... Oh, the Motor City Machine Guns, talking about the...
Oh, yeah, their beef with DIY.
Yep.
Which, I know you're not a particular fan of the Motor City Machine Guns.
Here's why, and I'll say this on stream. To me, they are past their prime. Like, they were great 10, 15 years ago. They were amazing. They were top of the game. But since then, and it's the same with the Hardy Boys. I love the Hardy Boys, don't get me wrong. But they're past their prime.
No.
And anybody who watches this, if you're a Hardy Boys fan, I'm 100% with you. But why do we keep bringing the Hardy Boys back? Why do we keep making these guys... Like, Ric Flair, I love Ric Flair, but the man was wrestling like 70.
I mean, look at the Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul shenanigans.
But it's the fact that I understand it gets money, and I understand all that, but...
Stop. That's it. That's all. That's it. It's that simple.
Why do you have...
You just answered your own question.
But why do you have, like, a 70-year-old man?
You just answered your own question.
It's ridiculous.
It is. I agree. But you just answered your own question because it makes money.
No, we're going to throw him in the ring and let him go against Solo Sikoa.
Shit.
You know, I'm going to tell you what. 20 years ago, I'd have gave it a run. But now, I'm old and fat, and I ain't dealing with all that no more. So it's okay.
That's fair.
And
I'm not. I'm still young, but I'm not going to pretend I'm in any kind of shape to get in that ring. Don't get me wrong. I would love to. If a WWE manager came up to me right now and said, "You want a shot in the ring?" 100%. I might get my ass beat every single week, but I would give it my heart and soul. I'm not going to go try out because I know I wouldn't make it. But the point is that
these people have been doing this since they were like 10 or younger.
See, the sad truth is, I'm too broke to be a WWE superstar. And I know that might sound stupid. However,
we kind of had that discussion a little bit last week. Like, they have to pay for...
Well, not even that. No, I'm not even talking about their whatever. Because if you're a WWE superstar, you get the money and you can pay for all that. I'm talking about like right now. If I wanted to start training to be a WWE superstar, I don't have the money to train to be a WWE superstar. Even if I wanted to be, I don't have the money to pay for the food that you need because they got to eat at least semi-healthy, and I know that for shit, they ain't survived for, I can't say words.
Off catering?
Yeah, they ain't surviving off McDonald's quarter pounders and freaking Taco Bell and Domino's. I know that for damn sure. And I sure as hell don't have the money to pay for a gym membership or anything even close to that, so.
Right.
Like I said, if a WWE manager or whatever came up being like, you know, you look like you could get in that ring and get your ass kicked. Bet I'd go in there every week. I'd let Braun Strowman suplex me from the top rope. If it gets me paid.
On that note, there would be a way other issue with that. You would enjoy every second of that. Granted, you'd be getting your butt handed to you.
Oh, it'd be awesome.
But you'd get to be in the ring with Strowman. I know he's like one of your top tier.
It'd be beautiful. Shit. I would do it every single week. I would be Carmelo Hayes right now. Except maybe not quite as stupid.
We got that far yet.
Yeah.
That's a whole...
Another ball game.
He's a train wreck. I don't know what his deal is.
He's going to get his ass handed to him.
But he obviously just wants to get beat up.
Apparently.
Obviously.
That man is stupid.
I mean, he won the match. Big quotation. You're right. He won the match. But at what cost?
His life.
At what cost? I mean, we'll get there, but winning the match.
There's nothing in there for you,
Braun Strowman.
That is not an equal trade right there.
No.
But
you might be quick. You might think you're fast. Go ahead.
And if he would get in the ring, he'd get to go against his buddy Logan Paul. Knock Logan Paul out.
You wouldn't want him to go against Logan Paul.
I would. It wouldn't be a match though. I would be going to prison. But I don't think I want to get into that. Yeah.
You don't want him in a match.
I'm not getting into that on stream. I'll probably get banned.
Just put it this way. Nobody on this channel likes Logan Paul.
Yeah. I'll just say this. If I was in a ring with Logan Paul, I'd be going to prison. That's all I'm going to say. Anyway, back to events.
Of course, we had Chelsea Green talking about how she should have always been a champion and how she missed out on all these opportunities to be the champion, and now she's finally got what she deserves.
Disneyland.
Yeah, and you know what pisses me off? You know what? I'm not a betting man. I'm broke as shit. But I'd be willing to bet money this bitch is going to defend her title once a month at best.
Well, we're going to have another
Judgment Day. Yeah. She's going to be a champion. If she was an actual champion, Monday Night Raw would not have been her talking about going to Disneyland. It would have been her going out into that ring and defending her title. But it's Chelsea Green.
Again, and I'm going to say this. I've said this to you guys, and I don't know if I said it last week or Monday, whatever. But I love Piper Niven. I think she's a fantastic wrestler.
Mm-hmm.
I love how she is in the ring. I love her attitude. Everything. Chelsea is a weight she needs to drop.
Mm-hmm. Let her sink like an anchor.
And she is holding Chelsea up right now, if that's what you want to call whatever that mess is that Chelsea is.
Yeah. I mean, she's technically a champion, so...
But we're gonna get down to a whole nother level with...
I really hope she doesn't keep that title for very long, because she does not deserve it in the slightest.
And then we had... Oh yeah, then you had Kevin Owens out there.
Oh yeah, and all his...
It wasn't his fault. It was our fault. It was the ref's fault.
Yeah, it was Cody's
fault. It was the announcer's fault.
It
was Cody's fault. It was management's fault.
And you know, here's the thing. Don't get me wrong. I agree with Kevin Owens in the sense that he should have been champion. He pinned Cody Rhodes to a 6 count. By all accounts, he should have been champion. How fucking ever. Well, the way he went about it after the show was outrageous. Attacking Cody Rhodes, hitting him with the pile driver, I think. Band move, whatever. And then stepping on top of him while he's getting loaded onto a stretcher, stealing the title, refusing to give it back until he gets what he wants. Which, what even is that?
What he deserves. He deserves the title.
So what? You're gonna steal the title until they give you that? Doesn't make any. Anyway, it's Kevin Owens' normal BS. Because
that goes to another thing. Kevin Owens is a fantastic wrestler. He is great.
Yeah.
I love his resilience. I love everything about Kevin Owens. But I hate douchebag Kevin Owens.
Yeah. And that's what they keep falling back to. And like we said, it's probably because he's rumored to be leaving soon. So they're probably just trying to give him heat. Assuming that rumor's even true, which it may or may not be.
You always gotta take rumors with a grain of salt.
Yeah, a mountain of salt. But if that is true, then this is probably just management trying to give him heat so that when he goes, it's... I don't know. I don't know why they'd even want to have him go out on a bad note, but...
Hey, it's happened before.
Yeah, that's just management for you, I guess. I don't know.
And then they showed a commercial for Elimination Chamber, which is March 1st.
Mm-hmm.
I
don't think we have any matches set up for that yet, do we?
No, not yet.
Because they're all focused on January 6th.
Yeah.
No.
I think we got one in February, too.
Yeah. Because January 6th is going to be its own, little pay-per-view, kind of.
Yeah, they're kind of setting it up to be its own little, pay-per-view. Oh, and then, and again, I like DIY, okay? Mm-hmm. I genuinely like DIY. I think they're both great wrestlers. But I put this note in here because of something you always say, and I want you to bring it up. That Johnny Gargano is a man because he has a kid. That automatically makes him a man.
We're going to go down this road, huh? Okay. First of all, that makes no sense. What is that? I don't even know what that's supposed to mean. We're not even going to go down the whole kid route. Because, he's probably a great dad. I'm willing to bet.
I'm not taking anything away from that. But having a kid does not make you a man. It doesn't make you a dad. It doesn't make you a father. It doesn't.
What does that even mean? What does that mean? Can you explain that to me?
That's what I was hoping you could explain.
No, because it doesn't make any sense. Anyway, yeah, no. This whole thing they're trying to do of, I don't know, they won the titles by going for a low blow, and now I don't even remember how he won the match, because I know he won the match.
They basically cheated in a sense.
I know they did some bullshit.
Well, they acted like they were breaking up and...
No. I mean, because I know that he won this match this week against...
Yeah, well, we haven't got there yet, but yeah.
Oh, well, yeah. Anyway, yeah.
He was just out there talking about how Motor City Machine Guns were calling him nothing but little kids, and he's like, I'm not a little kid. I have a kid. That makes me a man. And that's not really how I think that works.
I don't even know what that's supposed to mean, but anyway.
I've seen grown adults that have kids that are probably bigger kids than the kids, and I'm talking when they're born.
Yeah, it's sad. But anyway.
So what note did you have? Are we there yet?
No, my only note was on what Carmelo said to Braun Strowman. That's it.
Well, I bet you got a note up here on this one. The Grayson Waller effect. The dude walked out introducing Strowman, basically insulting Strowman.
Yeah. And he's like, he was trying to recruit Strowman of all people to be a part of A-Town Down Under. And if you know anything about Braun Strowman and A-Town Down Under, you know that just is never going to work. I mean, what? When he introduced A-Town Down Under, Grayson Waller and whatever the other dude's name is, Strowman literally said, I think I just threw up a little bit in my mouth.
Theory.
Yeah, that guy. He literally said, I think I just threw up a little bit in my mouth. And he tried to recruit him, saying that A-Town Down Under would be the brains. Which I don't think I think together they might have half a brain cell.
Cell, not half a brain cell.
Yeah. And that Strowman would be the muscle.
To Braun.
Yeah, which is implying that Strowman is stupid. And I'm not going to say he's the smartest guy around, but saying that Strowman is stupid is just asking to get your ass kicked.
And he kept telling him to watch their mouth.
Yeah. And then, I thought it was going to go well. I thought that it was going to end fairly civilly. But then, of course...
Wait a minute. Hold on. Come here. Check your forehead there, buddy.
No, because hear me out. A-Town Down Under, Grayson Waller, he might be an idiot. He might be a complete moron. But he was smart enough in that instance to watch his mouth enough to not immediately get thrown out of the ring. Because he never said anything to really piss Strowman off. He's not the one who ended up getting beat up. I mean, he had his set thrown around, but that was just because of Carmelo Hayes coming out and being a little bitch. So I thought it was going to end fine. Strowman might have, scared them out of the ring or whatever. But that was going to be the end of it. But then, of course, you had Carmelo Hayes coming out there oh, I wasn't ready last week. I went round 2. And then, what did he call him? I'm pretty sure I just have it in my head. But
he called him, I wrote it down. Hold on.
Oh, I got it. He called him I think it was a big, ugly Santa Claus son of a bitch. Or something along those lines. Hang on, I have
it. Big, jelly Santa Claus bitch.
Yeah. Big, ugly Santa Claus son of a bitch. I don't know what possessed Carmelo Hayes. What demon or whatever spirit, ghost, whatever, possessed him to think that was a good idea. Because...
Storyline?
Yeah, I guess so. Storyline.
I don't even know if I would have done it for a storyline.
Yeah. I don't think they pay enough. Shit. You said that they don't even have their own health insurance, so
nope.
Yeah, I don't know what made him think that was a good idea, but I'll give him some credit. He did technically win the match against Strowman via countout. So he got a W. I will happily give him that. But at what cost? Cuz after the match, Strowman chases him out of the ring.
After he's insulting him, I beat you,
yeah.
Blah, blah, blah.
Chases him out of the ring, up the stairs, through the crowd, into the back. Then he's going past, I don't remember his name.
Why can't I think of their name? Not LWO, the other group.
I don't remember. I don't remember who they are.
It's, Santos Escobar's group.
Yeah, Santos Escobar and his group. Chases him past them. Santos Escobar is like, I'm not a snitch, whatever. And Strowman's like, not telling me is worse than being a snitch. And then one of his lackeys comes up and is like, Carmelo, he went that way. Because he knows they don't want the smoke. He actually has a brain in him.
That's pretty much what it was. Uh-huh. Dude, we don't want none of this.
Yeah. And so Braun Strowman storms off. And then Carmelo Hayes comes out with a chair, smacks him in the knee, and then smacks him in the back with the chair, running around him like a little dork, yeah, what you gonna do? Runs off again, and then Strowman just gets up and keeps chasing him. I'm willing to bet he chased him all the way until wherever the next SmackDown's gonna be.
Well, considering technically they took a vacation because this was filmed
that's
last week, so...
Yeah, I forget about that. But still, point being is, Carmelo Hayes is... just asking to get murdered at this point.
I'm pretty sure it's going to wind up probably at not NXT, but at Netflix.
Maybe. Actually, yeah, it is almost close. It is pretty close.
And plus, if it doesn't wind up on Netflix, that's something I think is pretty close we're going to discuss. They did on the WWE.com or whatever, I gotta go back on my notes here too. January 3rd, the first SmackDown will move to 3 hours.
Yeah, because there's the 27th is the next one, and then there's the 3rd, which is 3 days.
So we got one more 2 hour, and then we go to 3 hours.
Yeah.
So we're getting down to that 6 hours of wrestling, at least for the two main shows. We are going to wind up doing an NXT. We're going to try to start watching it, kind of get used to it, because I know they're starting with New Year's Evil here in like the next couple weeks. So we're going to try to figure out where we're at up to that, and then I think we might really start focusing more on doing a stream of NXT like on New Year's Evil and after, kind of our judgment on it, but we need to watch kind of up to kind of see what's going on, get the matches down, whatever. But we are working on NXT. We don't really watch it, but we are going to give it a shot and see what it's like.
Look at it and
see what we think.
Give it a grain of salt.
I mean, and if we don't like it, we'll flat out say, hey, NXT's not for us. You know, we're going to go ahead and if y'all want to watch NXT, you want to throw it on Discord.
So.
That's fantastic. We can discuss it, but we're not going to bring a podcast about it.
What? Oh, you're so rotten.
Oh, yeah, I missed the Strowman clause.
Oh, right. That was beautiful. That, you know, I would never have expected that, honestly, from Strowman of all people. But it worked. I mean, he came out, you know, throwing T-shirts out to the crowd. It was.
And then Waller, that was another thing. Waller started insulting him about. Oh yeah, you're throwing out to these.
To these poor people of wherever they were, and he's like, "That really? That's how you're gonna start this off? Trying to piss me off?" It's like
the instant.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, don't go down that road.
Like I said, I think together they might have half a brain cell.
Yeah, they're not exactly the two sharpest tools.
No.
Tools, yes.
You know what? You know what I would love to see again? And I know they're probably not going to do it because they've already done it, but it would be so funny to see again. Is Strowman... If you don't know, at one point in the past, Braun Strowman... Okay, he won the tag team titles.
That was a couple years ago.
Yeah, this is a while back now, but I feel like bringing it up...
when your mom was still with us.
Yeah. I feel like bringing it up just because I find it hilarious. He won the tag team titles, and his partner was a 10-year-old. I'm pretty sure I brought this. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I brought this up already. But he won the tag team titles. He beat Cesaro and Sheamus with a 10-year-old kid. Yeah, with a 10-year-old kid. And like I said, I know they're not going to do that again because they've already done it, and then again, it's WWE. They love to retread old storylines.
Yeah, do we need to go to Finn Balor and Damian Priest for like the 100th time in 2 months?
But it would just be really funny to see him go in and beat up. Who's the tag team titles now? It's
actually on SmackDown is.
Oh right, they have 2 tag team.
And then Strowman.
Do they have 2 tag team championships?
Because War Raiders have it on Raw.
Oh, that's right. I remember now.
And DIY have it for SmackDown.
Yeah.
So you technically go take on DIY, but I don't think that's going to happen.
I don't either.
I don't think they're going to...
They're not going to go down there.
Deal with the Motor City Machine Guns for a while. With that.
Yeah. I just thought it was funny to bring up, because that'll never not be disrespectful as shit to me.
It was pretty...
It was beautiful. And he never lost them. He was forced to relinquish them because he couldn't find a tag team partner. And like I've said...
I'm pretty sure that's how it ended.
Yeah, he had to relinquish them because he couldn't find a tag team partner. And I'm telling y'all, R-Truth and Braun Strowman would be unstoppable.
I love Truth. I know we say that a lot, but I love Truth is solid gold, man. Oh, yeah. He might not be... He's a good wrestler. Don't get me wrong. He's a fantastic wrestler. Don't get me wrong. But when it comes to show...
Like, I mean, shit, you remember the 24/7 title? Oh, that was solid gold. I love that.
Him and Carmella.
24/7 They need to bring that back. I love the 24/7 title.
When he would come out there and be like, I got a match on SmackDown tonight. They're like, Truth, it's a pay-per-view. You don't have a match. Well, I could. I'm the 24/7 champion. He's like, Truth, you don't. And he'd come out in like the long hair with a cowboy hat on or whatever. And he was like, what are you doing, Truth? I'm in disguise. You don't know who I am. And you're just like... Or when he was with Miz there for a while in the New Awesome Truth when they were doing it, and every week he'd come out there and was like, I got us a match tonight. We're going against the NBA team or whatever they were. He's like, Truth, you do realize that that's a team, but they have the titles. We can take their titles. We can't take their titles. It's not like that.
Yeah. And like I said, R-Truth and Braun Strowman would make the best tag team in history. End of list. Period. My opinion.
They're two of your top tiers. I know.
They'd be great together. R-Truth is the brains. Strowman's the brawn. Yes. Nope. That's it. That's the end of the story.
I'm going to disagree with the brains for Truth, okay?
Nope.
I love Truth, but I don't know if brains are his strong suit.
That's the thing. When he was with The Miz had to deal with his stupidity. Braun Strowman is the contingency for his stupidity.
Like, I still love the whole Miz thing. Like, when Miz hit him, oh, it's okay. He thinks I'm still in Judgment Day. It's like, yeah, that was the whole issue.
And then the next week when Miz tries to come back and, apologize or whatever, and he brings him into a hug and then, like punch his ass to the ground or whatever, it's like, I don't remember what he says, but it was glorious.
Yeah, it's... Oh, and then you had the Nia Jax and Candice LeRae thing, them backstage, how Tiffy wasn't allowed out there because she didn't know how to be a champion. They were going to win the titles. Yeah. And
it's like, go
pull the trigger. I know they're waiting.
Oh, yeah. Like I said, I'd be very surprised if it's not going to happen until at least January 6th. It might not even happen till after that, honestly.
But that trigger's coming. You can just... I said it so many times. You can see the look on Tiffy's face.
Oh, yeah. They're building up to something.
And I want her... And I'm going to throw this out there, and I said it to these guys. So here it is, on stream. Any of you who are watching, this is my rumor. Or I guess my storyline of what I want to see happen. And I don't think it's going to happen, but it'd be a fantastic storyline. So if you know somebody in the WWE, tell them this is what sounds amazing, because you'll probably agree. Here it is. You bring Charlotte back. You put her on SmackDown. You wind up moving her later. It's fine, whatever. Put her on SmackDown. She let Nia Jax and Candice LeRae insult Tiffany Stratton. Charlotte walks up to her and is like, why you listen to a fake queen? I'm the queen. I'll show you how to win that match. And then she goes to Pierce, I'll show you how to win the title. She goes to Pierce, she gets a match with Nia, she beats the living shit out of Nia Jax, motions for Tiffy to come down as Nia Jax is laying in the middle of that ring. Tiffany pins her, she walks out the champ. Granted,
see, as cool as that sounds, it's not even gonna happen.
It'd be epic.
Yeah, but if Charlotte comes back and gets a title shot, she's gonna win the title herself. I mean,
no, I'm not saying a title shot. I'm saying just
a match.
Yeah,
match. So Tiffy technically takes it. They can move her to Raw the next week, because I would love to see her take out Liv. Granted, I love the Rhea Ripley, Liv Morgan thing, but how long is that gonna last? I want Rhea to get it back, 100%. And I'm going to say this flat out. I want Charlotte to be a face for an extended period of time, not a month, not 2 months. I want at least a good year or two run of Charlotte being the best possible face. I understand Flair was never really a face. Her dad, I understand that.
No.
But she has shown little glimmers of this face that she can be. Every once in a while, you'll get a little glimmer of it. And I think she would be fantastic. Kind of the same thing you said about Walter. She's great in the ring. Like, she has got the body. She has got the moves. I might not always be the biggest fan of her, but I respect her 100%.
No.
And
I feel like if they do bring Charlotte back, it's going to be... She's obviously going to come back. I mean, she's been gone for what?
Almost a year now?
Yeah, she's been gone for a while. So I feel like if she comes back, she's coming back for a championship. Whether it's taking it from...
And that's another thing, because I want them to not throw her... And this is what they tend to do with Charlotte. They instantly throw her in the title.
Oh, yeah.
And I hate that. Let her be a face. Let her earn her billing. Let her.
Oh yeah,
let her get back up there.
I don't think she's gonna come in and instantly win a title, but that's...
she instantly jumps the line, and that's what always messes me up because she's like, "I'm the queen. I'm entitled." I don't want an entitled queen. I want a queen who's gonna go in there and do what she needs to do to win.
Yeah.
Yep.
Earn your props.
Yeah. We'll see though. I don't know what they're gonna do with Charlotte. Like I said, I wasn't watching wrestling for like 3 years when Roman was champion, so I have no idea what they're gonna do with her.
But yeah, she wasn't allowed at ringside. Wasn't supposed to be at ringside, whatever.
Huh?
Tiffy.
Oh yeah. And then she came down there and... Like, why did they even have her come down there? She didn't do anything. Like, she didn't even really... I mean, I guess she technically cost them the match, kind of. But not even... She didn't even really do that. Like...
I think she's more or less becoming a hindrance to them. And I don't mean... Nothing disrespectful to Tiffany Stratton. I 100% know the direction they're going. She's trying to be a part of this. And they keep slowly trying to...
Yeah, force her out of it.
Push her further and further away.
Yeah.
But when is it going to snap?
Yeah, like,
Otis.
That's the name I was trying to think of. Names are hard.
That's a whole... That's Raw.
Yeah.
And that's...
Otis just became a background character.
And they still show the chair video. That still, like, messes with my mind.
Yeah, they still show the chair video. I mean, he just became a background character who walks around with a shirt and no pants for a commercial. So.
And then you had the Alex Shelley and Johnny Gargano match.
Yeah.
Which Johnny won because Ciampa came out there and interfered in the match.
Yeah.
It's like... They're better than this. And this is what I have a problem with. DIY, I think, is better than this.
Oh, definitely. I mean, they've been champions before through legitimate means. But now they're just like, oh, you know, we got screwed out of the title, so now we're just going to do whatever the fuck it takes. And I understand it. I do. However, they are better than that. Like, they've been better than that in the past, so... It's just disappointing to see them fall into that.
It is. Yeah. It's an issue. But...
What?
And I think after that, it was the Nia and...
well, then they showed the clip, and this is one... We got to a little snippet of it earlier. But I'm going to bring this up, and I'm going to let Tafari over here take this over. As soon as I say it, he's going to jump on it like a freight train.
Yeah, I already know he's coming back.
Oh, no! What happened at the WWE conference?
Oh, that's right! I forgot!
Confronted Gunther.
I don't even think he confronted Gunther. I think Gunther just came out there and was like, yeah, he's a little bitch. If he tries anything, I'm going to beat his ass. Which he should. I would love to see that. I would pay so much money. I'm broke as shit, but I would pay money to see that.
Gunther will crush him like a twig.
Yeah, because here's the thing. Logan Paul, we all know Logan Paul. If you don't know Logan Paul, then...
Don't look him up.
Don't. Anyway.
Don't give him any credit.
But if... I'm not even talking online, I'm just talking about WWE. All he does is he goes in there with his brass knuckles and tries to cheese everything. I would love for him to try that with Gunther. I would love for him to try to use brass knuckles.
He better pray to God those brass knuckles are made of chocolate because Gunther's going to feed them to him.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, and I can already see how it would go down. You know, they're in the middle of a match. Logan goes for like a low blow and the referee's not looking. And then as Gunther's on the ground, you know, trying to
one of his little friends.
Yeah, comes up and hands him the brass knuckles. And then, you know, Logan goes up and tries to punch him. And
with
Gunther...
his titanium fist or whatever.
Yeah, whatever. Or no, it's the... I think he has like a titanium thing in his skull or whatever. Point being, he's going to go up and try to use the brass knuckles. And Gunther just catches his fist mid-swing, looks at it, and then just, like, headbutts him or, like, slaps him to the ground, rips the brass knuckles off, and, like, just looks back and forth, tosses him out of the ring, and then just beats his ass.
And Tafari would be sitting there going... Gunther would be your true champion at that moment. You would never even question his ability.
And like I said, Gunther's a great wrestler. So honestly, genuinely, because they brought it up, like he brought it up, that he was going to, you know, destroy Logan Paul if he tried anything or whatever. I can see that being his face turn. Because there is no way. I swear to God, if they try to make Logan Paul a face, someone in WWE is gone. Off this plane of existence. Just eradicated. They will no longer exist.
I have a question, Tafari.
What?
How much do you hate Logan Paul?
They're not words. Like I said, if I was in the ring with him, I would be going to prison that night for murder. But we're not going to go down that road because I don't feel like getting banned. Anyway.
Anywho.
Then you had the women's tag match.
Yes, with Nia
Jax, Candice LeRae, Bianca Belair, and Naomi. And I guess Bianca kept the titles?
Yeah, and Naomi earned the titles.
Yeah,
because
she wouldn't take it down to the ring.
Yeah, she wouldn't. She said she wouldn't touch it until she earned it, and then And you know what? Seeing that, it sparked a little thought in my head. What if it was Naomi that did it?
And that's been a rumor.
Yeah, because I can 100% see them pulling that, where it was Naomi who attacked her backstage, so that they could go through all of this, and she could step in and become tag team champion alongside Bianca. But
you also got to look at it this way. Naomi was a champion when she left WWE with Sasha Banks a couple years back, whatever it was. But that was during the whole McMahon era.
Yeah.
Which, again, I've always been a fan of WWE. I will always be a fan of WWE. I've never not watched it. Even when it was sinking like a rock, I still watched it, and AEW was rising to the top, but now it's back on top and that, I think, goes 100% to Triple H.
Oh yeah, 100%.
100%, I think Triple H has moved WWE away from the McMahon era and given it its own.
Yeah, he's actually, giving a shit about superstars and, letting them do what they want with their characters. So, there's that.
Mm-hmm. I think that's a big, big, big step for them.
Yeah, and, he's not going in and changing plot lines literally, the night of the event.
What are you talking about, the night of? We're talking like minutes before they went into the match.
Yeah.
We're not talking the night of. We're talking the seconds before. Like the superstars are back in gorilla position, and he's like, "Hey, decide you're gonna lose the title. Figure out how to do it." Type BS.
Yeah, I believes it.
So yeah, that put a lot of tension on the wrestlers because they had basically rehearsed, had done all this stuff leading up to, you know, their big moment to win or whatever, blah blah blah.
And it's like, actually, never mind. I changed my mind. You're gonna lose instead.
Yeah.
Huh? But what? Yeah, that's bad. No.
I mean,
I mean, there's a reason that so many superstars quit during that time period.
Yeah. I mean, that was a huge thing for them.
Yeah.
I didn't look up any rumors for what, because I figured there was enough BS and things we learned on SmackDown.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't look up any.
Yeah, no.
But probably need to look them up for sure for next week if we don't get any like major announcements. Might even try to do some for the Raw, especially because I know we're going to be leading up to, now that we know the 3rd and the 6th. So January is 6 hours.
Yeah, a week for the 2 main shows.
And then Raw goes to Netflix. SmackDown stays on USA but moves to 3 hours.
And I think you said they're going to be some simulcasting or...
There's been talk about it, but I don't know.
We'll see.
But yeah, I think that's about it.
Yeah, that's the gist of it.
Kind of our opinions on it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I think we're gonna call it there. If you've been watching, follow us here on Twitch. Join the Discord if you want to chat with us throughout the week about games, WWE, comic books, movies, anything like that. Go on our YouTube channel if you want to see any of our past live streams. You know, all of our stuff for the week goes up on Monday, so not tomorrow, the day after. So Monday, you know, you'll get to see this stream and all the streams throughout the week up on YouTube. But yeah, besides that seems about it.
I think that's gonna call it for us. And I will be back here probably, let's see, give me about a half hour to an hour, we'll say. Our time is what, 8?
Yeah, it's like 7:50.
Okay, our time is like 8, so we'll say roughly about 9 o'clock.
Yep.
I'll be back on doing some Warframe for the day. Do have to do our 6 bounties, and that's probably all I'm really going to do. There is a couple things I do want to show you guys. So if you don't play, or if you are playing Warframe and you don't know what 1999 is, or you haven't quite done all 1999 yet, or you are doing what 1999, whatever that, look at my stream, because I did figure out some things watching some other people, what they've been learning, what they've been doing. So that's what I'm kind of basing some of my stuff on, is kind of what I've learned. And what I learned, even I showed Tafari over here, and he said it was really, really cool.
Mm-hmm.
And it's the little subtle things that I really, really enjoy. You know, the time and effort that they put into it. And I've said it before, and I will say it again 1,000 times. The other free-to-play game that is not really free-to-play, it's more like pay-to-win game is sinking. So if you're watching the game that is sinking, because I've decided I'm not really going to tell, if you already know, you already know. You're watching the game that's sinking, or you're playing the game that is sinking, and losing all of its viewers, 100% go to Warframe. But as I think Knight Rider back here, what do you got? Got anything?
Nope. I ain't got
He's the quiet one. I'm gonna start smacking him in the head, making him talk. Maybe there's a. Is there a string back here? We'll just start pulling the string.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I don't think he's Woody from Toy Story.
No.
There's a snake in my boot.
Yeah. But anyway.
All right, guys.
Well.
I think that's gonna do it for us.
Yep.
Ladies, out.
Yep. Bye.
Deuces.